Lesson 21, Adding Money. In this lesson, students will add money, but there are no pictures of coins or paper currency. Take a look at part 1. Part 1 is important because it'll make part 2, part 3, and part 4 easier. Students review the tens, doubles, and 10 and another strategies that they learned earlier in Book 1. Remember, students should find these sums without counting one by one. Let's do one example from part 2, box D. Here's $18.53 plus $2.87. Before we start adding, I'll write my decimal point in the sum now to make sure that it lines up with the other decimal points in the add-ins. Now let's add, and remember to use tens and doubles whenever possible. 3 plus 7 is 10. 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 1 more is 14. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. And 1 plus 1 equals 2. So our final answer here is $21.40. Part 3 gets harder because we're adding up 3 values. Take a look at box H. $17.58 plus $15.56 plus $3.82. Remember, write your decimal point in the sum first so that you don't forget it, and to make sure it lines up with the decimal points in the add-ins. Let's start adding, and once again, make sure to take advantage of tens and doubles. Here we have 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 6 is 16. 5 and 5 is 10, plus 8 is 18, 19. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 5 is 15 and 16. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Here we have $36.96. In part 4, students will continue adding money, but they need to rewrite each problem vertically. Take a look at box L. Here we have $238.54 plus $32.56 plus $5.15. And we're going to write this problem vertically to make it easier to add. Let's start with $238.54. Here's $238.54. $32.56. Here's $32.56. And finally, $5.15. $5.15. And notice that when we add, we need to make sure that all the decimal points line up. Let's finish the problem. Make sure to write your decimal point in the sum to make sure that everything lines up. And once again, take advantage of tens and doubles. Here, 4 and 6 is 10, plus 5 gives you 15. 5 and 5 is 10, plus 1 gives you 11 and 12. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 5 equals 15, and here we have 16. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 equals 7. And finally, here's our 2. Our final answer is $276.25.